knew all about hurricanes, didn't you?
Oh yeah. Well, I knew enough to run and prepare and all those things, you know. Was raised on the coast. And you know, I remember, I never will forget, my dad, more than once, would come by school and get us. He said, that weather don't look good. We're going home and nail up the windows. No TV, no radio. I don't know how nor, I believe he could smell them. And boy, I mean, we're getting them nailed up. Here comes the storm. Several different occasions. I guess I had a smart daddy.
Guess so.
He should have worked for the Weather Bureau.
No weather forecaster back then to tell you when to nail your windows.
Well, they didn't have radio.
Yeah.
Do what?
So no weather forecaster way back then to tell you when to board up.
No radio, we did.
Had your dad, I guess your dad was around to hear enough about the 1900 storm to make him worry about it.
Well,
He was in Kansas.
yeah, he worried about it.
But still to hear about it.
And one was fixing to blow in there. And everybody was talking, these guys, men of the family. What you gonna do? And he said, well, he said, I'm gonna send my family up to Burnham, where it's safer now. And to make darn sure they get there safely, I'm gonna go with them. And he did. But the other than storms, they aren't too welcome.
So did any of your Navy friends get hurt during that typhoon? At Okinawa?
I don't remember. It flattened their post office. Them natives warned us. Mm-mm. Mm. And boy, I mean, it is a big old post office.
What'd the natives do when the storm came?
Climbed in one of those straw huts.
Were y'all in tents?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Y'all were living in tents? Okay. That's why you climbed in that truck.
yeah.
Tell them about the Japanese that got in the chow line.
Oh yeah. We had a guard there. Well, he mean, Charlotte had early passes. If you was on a piece of equipment or whatever, like I was, you get an early chow pass and get in earlier than others. Well, this Japanese soldier slipped in line, but he got in an early chow line, and that boy asked him for it. Where's your pass? And he didn't have it. So he broke and started running. Well, they caught him and put him in again. Locked him up, but that dude, I don't know how long he been doing that. He's one of the regular customer. He just got in the wrong line.
There were a lot of out in the fields.
So there were Japanese soldiers on your base?
All around us. All around us. On your night duty, guard duty, you was up in the hills, over seeing your base, and you had codes, and you better use that code, or you might get shot. Like your code was ham, burr. I mean, when the guy he calls out advance bid, and then you advance him to be recognized. But if you don't know that code, you shoot him.
He didn't know the other half of the
That's
code.
right. You know, there ain't no questions asked. If you stutter, you ain't know to stutter.
How about when the war was over?
Do what?
When the war was over, what happened out there?
Well, I don't.
Out in the bay. On the ships.
Oh, when they start celebrating? Oh, Lord.
How did you find out the war was over?
Well, we was ordered, we were warned that the Japanese, Tokyo Rose told us, you know, you heard of Tokyo Rose.
Tell us who Tokyo Rose is.
A lot of people think she was Amelia Earhart.
Don't get into that.
Was it a radio? Somebody that talked on the radio?
They think she's taken captured and forced to.
Just tell who she was.
Tokyo Rose is the lady that talked on the radio?
Yeah, she was raised. She's educated in America. She knew all of our holidays, our you know, things of value. And some reason nobody can explain. She played Stars and Stripes forever. On Easter Sunday, I believe. No. When some I don't remember what it was. Some island fell. Some big battle fell. And she played Stars and Stripes forever on Radio Tokyo. And you know how big an Amelia are.
No. They want to know how she influenced you boys on the island. What did she say?
Well,
That's how you found out about that the war was over. Tell us about that. How did you find out the war was over?
well, all them ships out there had better communications we did. And our last orders was to sleep with the gas mask out. Usually it's down at the bottom of your sea bag. So we, with that in mind, then all at once, the war was over and all that shooting commenced all at once. Boy, I dove for a place to hide, and big old shells. They went to, I got pictures of that bay. I think it's still there, doesn't it? The whole bay lit up from the sparks from the tracers. Every center of the bullet is a tracer. So you see it. So that you shooting an airplane, you can see how far you're missing. Every center of the bullet.
So that was in celebration
Oh yeah.
of the war being over?
Yeah.
And is that how you found out the war was over? When the ships in the bay were celebrating?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. Bound to be.
It's what you told me.
It's been a long time. Some of the things I'm not too sharp on anymore. I've had 2 strokes. One took away my memory, and the other one jumped on the bandwagon too.
Well, you remember a lot still.
Well, yeah, I remember having fun. We had some game or something. We play cop. We had it on spin. Oh,
Siren.
The siren?
Yeah. So I'd spin the wheel, and old George Ray would drive. We'd turn the caps upside down. We approached, he'd go up and approach the driver, and boy, chew him out good for speeding. Threatened to take him in. Well, we stopped 2 officers one time. We didn't know how we were going to get rid of him.
You had too much fun during the war.
Tell them what work you did.
I was an equipment operator,
You build roads.
and I rode as a portable crane. You had a driver, and you had an operator. And we was going somewhere. We was going down to the Marine base. And we saw this old boy from Beaumont, Texas. No, it was on the crane board. But we spotted a Jeep that missed a bridge. So we went down there, and there's 2 high-ranking officers. And we went to picking up their stuff. And they had I kind of forget
Duffel
the
bag.
amount, huh?
Duffel bag.
Yeah, but they had 2 duffel bags about the top, full of American money. Big American money. So when we got to that Marine base,
I wonder what they were doing with that.
I mean, they shook us up. They separated us, interviewed one for a while, let him sleep about 30 minutes, wake him up, and go with the whole thing again. What did you see? What did you do? What did your other guy do? Over and over and over. And I think they're trying to scare us so that we'd forget the whole thing. I remember coming home from seas. It looked like there's a Marine looking down my back. Every time I turn around. And what are you doing on a Navy ship? I don't know. Well, he was just always there. I should have asked him, what the heck are you doing?
Tell them where you got your discharge.
What?
Where?
Huh?
Where did you get discharged?
Ken Wallace.
By who? You remember her name?
The Camp Wallace is in Galveston.
It was in Altaloma, between
Oh,
Altaloma and Hitchcock.
Oh, the blimp base.
No, it's across the road from the Brent base was Camp Wallace.
Okay, in Hitchcock. Okay.
And tell her what?
She knows who the lady was that discharged you.
Your discharge papers.
I don't remember.
Do you remember her name?
No.
Eloise Rush.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that, Aunt Tootie.
And then,
When you came back.
and then the,
So I was married in the same church I was discharged at.
Oh, that building. Okay.
Yeah.
Because that building was moved from Hitchcock to Altaloma, and that was our church. And that was the church building that they got married
So
in.
I gained freedom in the same jar, the same church that's discharged in. Well,
it's all gone.
You got some water there, Uncle Stafford. You want some water? It's right there.
maybe some whiskey.
I don't know where we found it.
Well, I think we've got a good bit
Yeah.
of
You
information.
think you got enough?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
You want to turn it off? Chuck, I don't know how. That is more than enough good information.